Today's video we're going to be talking about what would happen if Dutch from the original Karate Kid 1 would face Hawk from the Cobra Kai series. Hope you enjoy. Hi, my name is Vin Genfield, and if this is your first time to the channel, welcome. You can call me Vinny or Vinjin, it's on the hat. And on this channel, we basically mostly just talk about TV shows and movies. And today's episode is going to be another Cobra Kai episode. I have a ton of Cobra Kai episodes. So today we're talking about sort of an imaginary fight. It's just for fun, it's just for kicks, where we imagine what would happen in a universe. It's sort of an you know, infinite possibilities universe where anything can happen. That's sort of a world that some scientists actually claim that we do live in. What would have happened if those two would have faced off? So that's what we're going to talk about today. So there are a couple of things to consider. This is something I wasn't planning on making this episode. This is not my idea. It was actually the idea of several subscribers who asked me to do this episode. And I think it's mostly because a lot of people think that there are some similarities between Dutch and Hawk. They're both sort of crazy and wacky. And there are even some people who think that Hawk's father is Dutch. Now, if that was the case, that would be really interesting, I think. But I don't think it's going to happen because Chad McQueen has pretty much quit the movie making business. So it's not, I don't think it's going to happen. It's a bit too far-fetched somehow. And also I think that if Dutch was in the picture, so to speak, he would still know Johnny, and Johnny would certainly know, oh, you're Dutch's kid. So I just don't think it would happen. But in an imaginary fight, who would win? Now, they're both under 18, but I don't know whether it's the fact that in the 80s, when you had actors playing kids, you had older actors, because I can definitely tell. I could be wrong on this. I haven't checked actually how old both of these actors were when they start. Maybe some of you guys can check on it and put in the comment section below. But I think that Chad McQueen playing Dutch in 83 must have been. 84 was when the movie was released, but they made it in 83. I think that he must have been... He looked older than 18. I think he was older. And therefore, I definitely think he sort of looks older when I look at these two characters face to face. He seems to be older, bigger than Hawk. Hawk seems very skinny. And I agree that they're both kind of crazy and insane. But I gotta tip my hat to Dutch. I think that he looks more insane. And I really think that, like, this is a no-brainer. As far as I can tell, I think that Dutch would totally humiliate Hawk. He would rip that ridiculous hair from Hawk and just feed it to the birds or something. Would that be too cruel? I don't know. But, you know, okay, Hawk has a tattoo. Okay, he you know, I'll give you an example. There is this scene where Hawk is like throwing stuff. They're in the movie theater and he's throwing stuff or spitting stuff, I don't remember. And the moment a guy turns around, Hawk freezes, he pretends he's someone else. Now, obviously, maybe he did that just to, you know, have some fun. But I think that if that was Dutch, he would not be pretending that he's someone else. He would be like, yeah, I threw it. What are you going to do about it? That's the kind of guy I think that Dutch is. So that's why I come to the conclusion that I think that Dutch would completely dominate over Hawk. I just don't see any other option. Also to the fact that Dutch, I think, was trained a lot longer by John Kreese than... you got to remember, like, I don't know, we never find out exactly how long it took for Miguel to train, but we do know that Hawk trained not as long as Miguel. And you can also sort of tell, and I made a video about this, that I think that Hawk versus Miguel, it could be very interesting, because I do recognize that Hawk does have fighting skills. Don't get me wrong on that. Like, I think that Hawk can fight. It's not about that. I just think that in a fight with that true psychopath. You know, I've said this for almost every video about Dutch. I say it all the time. I think that Dutch was like American Psycho crazy, you know. Just the faces that he made, that's the feeling that I got. But that's just my thoughts on it. Let me know what you think, put it in the comment section below, and let's get this discussion going. And if this is your first time, don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you get notifications whenever I release a new video. Oh, and no, nobody has still figured out what's in the Get Lost contest. It's an ongoing contest, so if you have a good guess what you think is in there, put it in the comment section below. Okay, that's it for today. For the rest of you, thank you for joining me once again. Fist bump. No? Okay, never mind.